get started, y'all. Let's see if Jay White can win, man. I see y'all voted for John Moxley, so we'll see. But after this, I'm gonna have to make a video because we gotta get some things off our chest, man. So I'll go ahead and get started. Just give it a minute. We are live! 11 days away.
Hey, you know what that means? AW Dynamite coming to you tonight. The Continental Challenge Cup continues. The quarterfinals kick off tonight. Two huge tournament matches. Switchblade, Jay White takes on John Moxley of the Death Riders live tonight. Plus, Hechicero, the mad scientist of Lucha Libre, takes on Nigel McGuinness. The TBS Championship will be on the line in a four-way match. Maya World puts her title on the line against Persephone, Hikaru Shida, and Chris Statlander. And the remarkable Renee Paquette will sit down with AEW Women's World Champion Willow Nightingale and her challenger in London, Mercedes Moné. Plus a pair of massive trios matches. Will Ospreay calling on international reinforcements tonight in United Empire to take on the Don Callis family. And Kenny Omega reunites with the Young Bucks, the Elite, in action. Actually, Kenny Omega will be sitting down with Will Ospreay and Renee Paquette later on tonight. But now Kenny Omega reunites with the Elite to kick off the action tonight on Dynamite. Just 11 days away from the biggest match of his life. But Taz, tonight, he is stepping into what very well could be a massive, massive trap laid by Don Callis.
Absolutely, and Don Callis is the greatest at laying traps. So, Ospreay's definitely got some good backup coming his way, though, Shivani, so we'll see how this thing goes.
Yeah, we have seen this backup with him before. The second time he has turned to the United Empire. It was back in April that United Empire came out to help him against the Death Riders.
Let me know if you guys can hear it.
I've seen it so many times. He isn't smart. 11 days away from a big match, but 11 days away from arguably the biggest match of his career to take this match.
Yeah, well, he's a competitor, and that's what 99.9% of professional wrestlers going to do. Even if they have a huge match coming up like Ospreay does, you got to keep competing. You got to keep wrestling.
Introducing his partners, Francesco Akira and Hinali United Empire.
Both of these men regulars in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hinali fresh off competing in the prestigious G1 Climax tournament, the months-long round-robin tournament in Japan, coming in as reinforcements tonight for Will Ospreay. Fans, we're so glad you're joining us tonight for Dynamite Live on TBS HBO Max with All in London just on the horizon. 1 week from this Sunday, coming to you from the historic Wembley Stadium.
Couldn't be a better place. Baltimore is a great wrestling town. As you know it very, very well. Great fans here, and they are really pumped for tonight's action.
Absolutely. For decades, this has been an amazing wrestling town. You're correct, Shiva.
Tonight, he is stepping into what very well could be a massive, massive trap laid by Don Callis.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and Don Callis is the greatest at laying.
Trying to see it.
You know, Ospreay's definitely got some good backup coming his way, though, Shivani, so we'll see how this thing goes.
Yeah, you know, we have seen this backup with him before.
1 second. I don't know why it's not jumping live.
Of the match, United Empire was the group in New Japan Pro Wrestling that Ospreay was the leader of, as Akira makes the first pinfall attempt of the match on Rocky Romero.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, Ospreay obviously has, you know, these men that he can trust. Right now, I'm assuming Will feels like he can't trust anyone, and you know what, to have people that you trust in wrestling is very hard, because most people you can't trust, because most are snakes.
Now, big Lance Archer and the Maori Warrior, the man from New Zealand, Henare, standing toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. And this is a battle of true heavyweights here tonight to kick off the action on Dynamite.
We've seen Henare before. He is as tough as they come. Look at this. Bouncing off the Lance Archer. Neither man giving an inch here. Look at this.
Now Henare once more, but Archer lowers the shoulder and takes him down.
That's big-time experience along with big-time size for Archer.
I mentioned that Will Ospreay, the former leader of United Empire, the current leader, Callum Newman, also a fixture in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He and Ospreay a bit at odds over Ospreay's ability to call in United Empire to help fight these battles against the Don Callis family.
That's understandable, too.
Oh, Henare. Nice quickness. Changing levels, catching Archer with a kick and dropping the big man down to the knees.
Great agility, and look at this. Will Ospreay going to the other corner, laying it out. Brian Cage. Look at this teamwork here.
And United Empire under the leadership of Ospreay. Tremendous teamwork. Akira, the cover, Lance Archer down for barely a 1 count.
Well, yeah, you can see the chemistry, like you said, teamwork, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Archer now, massive size advantage over Akira. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Akira won't back down. Look at this. Oh, great up kick.
Very elusive is Francesco Akira, but Rocky Romero right there.
It's a great veteran move. Oh, my God.
Tossing the man across the ring by his head. Lance Archer takes on Henare, takes down Ospreay. The Don Callis family with the high ground as the action kicks off tonight. Live from Baltimore. Don't go anywhere.
It's okay. They need to hear this. If you're lonely, sad, and blue, the Whisper Man will come for you.
I remember the Whisper Man, and you caught him.
I did, 30 years ago.
Anything else you're not telling us?
How is he killing again?
The Whisper Man. Rated R.
When Panera does bevs, they just sip better. Tropical dragon fruit goodness, passion fruit pick-me-ups, fresca flavors that feel like the cherry on top. Real fruit, real good flavor, only at Panera.
Good night, apartment. Good night, pots. Good night, pans. Good night, fancy espresso machine. Good night, keys to the sports car you spent years saving for. Good night, DSLR camera, vintage diving watch, and whatever that is. Apparently he knows. And good night, concerns about your stuff or anything that might happen to it, because you bundled your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. The end. Oh, and good night, neighbor's dog. Good girl.
Where did Abdul al-Sayed come from?
Here!
We're his grandparents.
We helped raise him.
He became a doctor.
He always wanted to help people.
He got all those kids glasses.
Eliminated medical debt. He buys us groceries every week. He knows what things cost. He learned his Michigan values in our small town.
Take it from us.
We love him, and so will you.
Too much. I'm Abdul Al-Sayed, and I approve the heck out of this message.
Language.
Tell me who I am. Do I provoke you with my tone of innocence?
Back to AEW Dynamite live from Baltimore, Maryland on TBS and HBO Max. A massive trios match, an international affair to kick off the action tonight. Will Ospreay calling on reinforcements from United Empire in Japan to take on the Don Callis family. But Taz, as we've witnessed for the last few moments, the family just too strong for young Francesco Akira.
Absolutely, they have singled out Akira. Oh, that was a mishap. Good quickness by Akira to get out of the way.
Whoa, what an elbow drop.
Well, Cage realized that he was trying to get over there to tag one of his partners in and shut him down.
And Akira just threw the body, through the leg at Brian Cage.
He just won't slow down. He won't give up.
Stunned him enough, but now in comes Henare. Man who looks at home, as at home inside a rugby field as he would inside a wrestling ring, and he is taking the fight directly to Brian Cage. Cage into the ropes. Oh, but Henare! Great reversal. Two! And Cage able to kick out.
Showed great power and strength right there.
We take another look at this. Henare went for the kick. Oh, wait a second. Back to live action. Discus lariat attempted. Wow. Cage lands a thrust kick. Henare ate it for lunch. The knee, though, that seemed to buckle the legs of Henare. Brian Cage. What strength by the Machine.
Yeah, give the Machine credit. He did not slow down. He kept the pressure on Henare.
Hammer throw into the ropes. Archer charging in. Back elbow strike.
I think that got Henare right in the jaw.
It's like a semi hitting you. Uh-oh.
Oh, Archer could be thinking blackout here. This could be it for Ospreay's team.
Oh, nice counter.
Henare. German. Now Henare into the ropes, but Archer plants him down center of the ring.
Well, these fans are into this, and this is just our opening match here tonight. Here he comes.
Tags made on both sides. Rocky Romero too eager with the right hand. Ospreay answers with three of his own. Hammer throw reversed by Romero, and Ospreay powerful elbow strike. Ospreay corkscrew kick catches Brian Cage.
Great quickness by Ospreay and athleticism.
Rocky Romero getting sandwiched in the corner by Henare and Ospreay. Francesco Akira steps up and Gary Ospreay, the flying elbow strike. The cover made, lateral press, and Archer using his length, using his reach to break up the pinning predicament.
I'll tell you what, heading 11 days until All In. Will Ospreay looks as smooth as silk, man, in this matchup.
Francesco Akira unleashing a flurry of strikes on the chest of Lance Archer. All he needed was one.
Kid won't back down, man.
There you go.
He really won't.
Get big muscle.
Samoa drop from Henare. Brian Cage, though, the lariat, the discus lariat. Drops him. Ospreay. Baited in. Cage lands the reverse cork on the Machine. Oh, Rocky Romero pulled referee Stephon Smith into the path of Ospreay. And now Rocky looking for the sliced bread, but no. Instead, Francesco
okay.
over the top.
All right.
Great teamwork. Uh-oh. That'll stop great teamwork.
Oh!
Hey!
Hey,
Look
yo!
at a shot out of a cannon.
The launch from Ospreay takes Brian Cage to the outside. Akira now on the move. Henare. The senton Akira, the moonsault. Rocky Romero isolated inside the ring, and the uppercut though on Ospreay.
I like how Rocky's taking the fight right to Ospreay. Well, maybe not.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Rocky, what was that, man? He went out like that.
Remember, still tonight, you will see the Elite taking on the Don Callis family and the sit-down between the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and his challenger in 11 days' time. Will Ospreay still to come tonight. Wembley Stadium, all in London. Cannot get here soon enough. And the weight of a nation rests on the shoulders of Will Ospreay in 11 days' time. One week from Sunday, live at Wembley Stadium, around the world on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Hopefully the United Empire will pull up with the
full-throated support. The fans here in Baltimore, I'm sure it's going to be deafening in Wembley Stadium 1 week from Sunday. But Ospreay's not the only one headed to Wembley Stadium. We found out last week that the AEW International Championship will be on the line in a three-way match with Protostar Kyle Fletcher forced to defend the title against Kazuchika Okada and Konosuke Takeshita. And right now, Renee Paquette standing by with this update.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Okada, last week we learned that at All In, Kyle Fletcher will defend his international championship in a three-way match against yourself and Takeshita. Don Callis tried to put a positive spin on this, all but ensuring that the championship stays within the family. And, of course, Kyle Fletcher was a little bit less convinced of this. What's your take of that?
Renee, I always say that nothing is more important than family. Unlike Takeshita, who had to leave the Don Callis family because he was so selfish. And I'm confident that Kyle Fletcher is too smart to make the same mistake. He knows that what I said last week is true. The only thing that matters is that the international title stays in the family. And if that means Kyle retains his title, I'll be happy for him. But if it means I become new international champion, I expect Kyle to be happy for me. And he can raise my hand in the center of the ring.
That was a great promo.
Well, that all being said by Kazuchika Okada, let's bring in, ladies and gentlemen, the international champion of AEW, Kyle Fletcher.
Okay. That was a great promo from Takeshita. I guess I'll sit down for a minute. But, shout out to Takeshita, man.
A gargantuan task ahead of him at Wembley Stadium. The test.
I like that promo, man.
I'm not one to question the man.
Yeah,
Actually, I am one to question the management style of Don Callis and how he runs his family. I have not seen Don Callis all day. I heard rumors that he might be on a beach in Greece somewhere while his family has all of this infighting going on. Is that a wise management style in your estimation?
Yeah, sure. I mean, his men, it's his family, have everything in order. I mean, maybe Don needs a little break on the beach in Greece, and he's earned that. I mean, he has the international champion here, Kyle Fletcher, who's looking great, raising up that title, trying to keep it all in the family come Wembley.
So the Don Callis family could be 11 days away from losing that international championship if Konosuke Takeshita prevails at All in London.
11 days away, three-way match for the international title. I'm sure you heard what Kazuchika Okada had to say, that he would be happy for you to win the title. He expects you to be happy for him. And if he wins the title, he expects you, as a member of the Don Callis family, to raise his hand. We'll get your comments on that.
Tony, we are in the midst of the greatest international title reign of all time. And I don't see any reason that it has to end anytime soon. And I certainly do not think it will end at Wembley Stadium. But Okada did say that family means everything, and I do agree with that, actually. You know, Don Callis, he has done so much for me. And I owe so much to him, and this is his plan, this is his design, and I trust him with all my heart. Yes, I do. So I'm willing to go along with this plan. But Okada, you need to know your role in this. If you are a man of your word and family is as important as you say it is, then you will have no problem having my back and making sure I retain the international championship. And there is one more thing that myself and Okada can agree on, Tony, and that's that we hate Konosuke Takeshita. And now, Takeshita, I don't know where you are right now, probably still licking your wounds after losing the G1 tournament. Congratulations, by the way. But I think you are the most selfish, narcissistic jerk I have ever met or had to interact with in my...
Well, as we mentioned earlier, the G1 Climax Tournament is concluded, and Konosuke Takeshita, he's back in AEW, and he's ready to reclaim that AEW International Championship. And Taz, to me, it looks like he's fixing for a fight.
Yeah, definitely. You can see Takeshita's face. I don't think he's looking to have a conversation here with Fletcher.
The former champion staring daggers into the eyes of the current AEW International Champion. And
oh, shit.
I think they got to knuckle up right here.
Here we go. His right hands flying from both men. Fletcher, the half and half. And now he's lined up Takeshita, but Takeshita ready for thunder from Takeshita.
Chinese.
And Takeshita.
It's time for the knee.
The power now. Nice counter by Fletcher. Fletcher counter by Takeshita.
Oh, shit.
Back and forth we go.
Back and forth we go.
And now Fletcher trying to launch Takeshita with a turnbuckle, but instead Takeshita.
Oh, shit.
Poison Rana. And the international champion Takeshita. Oh no.
Takeshi's not fucking around.
Drive knee from Takeshita.
Kyle's laid down. He got
And
him,
Takeshita,
guys.
he's not done.
He's not done yet. He's not done
He's got Fletcher. Raging.
I love it. Yeah. Let's get it.
We could be one more raging fire away from Takeshita's
Now we're in a good start.
next reign as AEW International Champion. We will find out.
And where is Okada, by the way?
Okada left Fletcher high and dry.
Yeah, I guess. To be honest with you, I think it's a smart move. Stay out of the line of fire and wait till all ends.
Over to Takeshita. All in London can't get here soon enough. But we still have one more to be played.
I called dibs on the bib. Dibs on the bib. Dibs on the bib. Dibs on the bib.
These bibs are everything. I've been gardening my heart out. You put seeds in here. Pocket City. It never ends. I keep finding them.
My husband thinks I have a problem.
So I freaking love these things. I went through briars today. Oh, wait, they're reinforced knees. Ah!
Ladies, you know you love him.
Good job, Duluth. So, I'm gonna go do some hoeing.
At Ace, no matter how you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Stop and savor the strawberries with Haagen-Dazs. Take your sweet time. That's Dazs.
Not a scratch.
What'd you expect?
Switch to Verizon. Get one line on the Simplicity plan and iPhone 17 Pro today. And the latest iPhone every year. All for just $80 a month.
The fan favorite pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger is back at Wendy's. Stacked with beer cheese, crispy onions, and a soft pretzel bun.
Nice buns, mate.
Who fancies a song?
It's kind of like a pub on a bun, a pretzel bun.
She's the born of a city. She's the born of a
The pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger, back for a limited time at Wendy's.
Let's pretend my friend SJ here is a rare book dealer in Paris. Oui.
Starting live translation into French now.
I like this book.
J'aime ce livre.
It's my favorite book.
C'est mon livre préféré.
But I can't pay you premium price because the book is all marked
Tu
up.
payer le prix fort parce que le livre est tout annoté.
Oh, bon, madame, bon. Oh, merci beaucoup.
Oh man, there's no audio. What's going on? Hang on 1 second. Oh, where's the audio? Hold on, let me see something.
all well and good when you're building a company off of the broken back of guys like Tanahashi and Naito and Okada. And I'm not saying you didn't do your part, man. You smashed it. You was the man. But you never worked under the restrictions that I worked under, because your version of COVID and my version of COVID were two completely different things. The company went into nearly a recession. People were pulling funds. The boys had to take pay cuts. When you're doing your COVID, you probably did 3-hour drives. I had to do 15-hour flights. And then after those flights, I had to be put in hotels no bigger than a broom closet for 2 weeks, not allowed to go outside. And then when I was allowed to go outside, you would perform to people in forced silence. There's a difference between me and you there, because you could never handle that type of pressure. You can never be in those type of situations. You were fine playing to all the AEW guys and wrestling to all the guys that are just around the ring. They're all marks for Kenny Omega, man. That's an easy day at the job. But for me, it was difficult. Half the roster was starving, man. Our hands were shackled together, yet somehow I and the United Empire and everyone on that roster were able to breathe life into New Japan Pro Wrestling. So please do not give me any of that attendance, any of that, because the reality is you could never handle that situation. You can never be in those situations.
You make it sound like your situation was so unique. Well, we had the exact same situation here in America. Yes, I took the 3-hour drive. So what? The fact of the matter is, we didn't have fans in our arenas either. And the fact of the matter...
back a lot quicker than we did.
And the fact of the matter is, Will, even if you had fans in the building, would they really have been that loud for you?
Okay, let me just interject here. Let's move forward 5 months past that to Forbidden Door 2023. Will has joined the Don Callis family.
Yeah. Look, everybody knows by now my history with Don Callis and the Don Callis family. When Don promised me gold, when he promised me success, and I started to see AEW Championship gold, IWGP Championship gold, TNA Championship gold, AAA Championship gold, I had no reason but to believe he had my best interest in mind, until I finally saw it for what it was really worth. And then I could become a cautionary tale for guys like Will, who I had grown to respect, who I had then found a common bond between myself and Will, who had been through similar situations, except he didn't have to make the same mistakes that I did. But of course, Will Ospreay knows better than me, right? And he just had to go and recruit Don Callis for the match that was the rematch at Forbidden Door.
You embarrassed me. You came into New Japan and you tore apart my life in front of so many people that I worked so hard in front of, man. It was 80% you and it was 20% me, and I know that. You showed me no mercy. You showed no remorse for any of that. I still have scars on my head from when you DDT'd me into the top corner, mate.
And how is that so much more different from when you went into my backyard and disrespected my country, my homeland, when you disrespected me?
You deserved it.
You say that now, well, but I don't think you're so proud of that victory, because if you really go back and you look at the history books, did I use Don Callis in that match at the Tokyo Dome? No, I didn't use Don Callis. But you had no qualms about using Don Callis in our match at Forbidden Door.
It keeps me up at night, mate. You realise how much that keeps me up? 3 years has gone by, and I still think about that night. That was meant to be one of the happiest moments of my life. I climbed the mountain that was Kenny Omega. And instead, everyone online, everyone, is saying, oh, he didn't do it by himself though, did he? It was all Don Callis. So that victory meant nothing.
It was tainted, well, but you know what? Here's the best part. Hearing you say that right now, it allows me to tell you, right here, right now, I forgive you. I don't hold it against you. Because hearing right from your mouth that you couldn't have done it without Don, that you couldn't have done it without a screwdriver, it's like music to my ears. It makes it feel like it's not 1-1. It makes it feel like I beat you twice already, and this isn't a rubber match after all. This is just you desperately searching to find any way to be on my level.
All right, guys, let's get to All In. I mean, you guys have both had life-threatening injuries this past year. I mean, Kenny, with your diverticulitis.
Yes. If it isn't you talking about the diverticulitis, it's Excalibur, or it's Taz, or it's Don Callis. I get it. My life changed. Things got complicated. I can't train the way that I used to. I can't move the way that I used to. I can't eat the way that I used to. But that forced a change upon me that made me a better wrestler. It made me a better person, because I had to stop using this and I had to start using this. I'm smarter now for it. But what about you, Will? Can you say you're a better wrestler now after breaking your neck? Can you say you're 100% comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you had a surgically repaired disc in your neck? Wait, discs? 3, am I right? 3 discs in your neck? You feel confident after coming back from that, challenging me, who's arguably at the best and on top of his game more than I've ever been? Wow. I'll hand it to you, Will. You have quite the confidence on you, quite the chip on your shoulder.
You know what, Ken? Hearing how much my words cut you deep when I said, it's a shame you're giving up on yourself. I couldn't help but think about that. Because when I talked to you at Dynasty, and I gassed you up and I said you were my hero, you hid at home for 4 weeks. And then the next pay-per-view, I said don't give up on that world title, and you hid at home for 4 more weeks. It's funny that the moment I tell you that you're giving up on yourself, suddenly there's this spark and there's this energy for you to go and succeed and go grab that world championship. And it's not because the words cut you deep, it cut your ego. Because coming from a guy like me, someone that you've never looked at as anything more, and you just said in all the things that you just said there, you've never seen me as your equal. You've always seen me as underneath, haven't you?
You make it sound like I'm on with the ego here, Will. Is it really me with the ego, or is it you with the ego? Because really, when you think about it, no, listen to this. When you really think about it, is it that you really wanted me to win out of the kindness of your heart, Will? Or did you know how much I was struggling on the inside? How much pain I deal with every single day of my life, the wrestler that I am today. You wanted me at a weakened state because to you, beating me was easier than beating MJF.
It's bollocks. That's bollocks, and you know it is. I want you at your best. I want you at your most ruthless, because if I can't be that version of Kenny Omega, I don't deserve this. This is the biggest night of my life. Wembley Stadium, in front of my family, in front of my wife, in front of my mum, in front of my kid. This means so much more to me. It means so much to so many people. No Englishman ever has ever won a world championship on home soil. I have the chance. Me, the guy that blew every single responsibility that no one then knew how to handle that responsibility. Now it's being put onto me. That's right. That pressure. And like you said, when every time I put in the pressure cooker, I crumble. I can't crumble now. I have to be better than you. I have to do it away from Don Callis. I have to do it away from the Death Riders. I have to do it by myself. And I know I can do it because it's been a 10-year chase. A 10-year chase to try and be just as good as you. And I'm not satisfied with that anymore. I'm not satisfied until I beat you. And I'm going to do it with honor. I'm going to do it with pride. And I'm going to do it when it matters the most.
The last time it mattered the most, Will, was 2023. At that time, too, you tried to do it on your own, and what happened, Will? You failed. You failed. Except this time, in front of your countrymen, in front of all your friends, all your family, you're gonna fail again. Except now, your mother at home is going to be...
mention Mom.
Hey, whoa. Come on now. Look, hey, all I'm saying is there's a lot riding on this. Not just for you, but for me. And hey, win, lose, or draw, I still respect you, Will, and I still think that you're one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever laid my eyes upon. You bring magic out of me. And I know for a fact that even if you lose, your mom's still gonna be proud of you. I worry about most, though, is that boy of yours might want a new hero after he sees me being a hero. That's right. Oh, whoa, hey.
Damn, he didn't hit him.
Wow, Kenny Omega with a very low blow. Some parting words for Will Ospreay, but 1 week from Sunday, the AEW World Championship match at All in London, Wembley Stadium, Omega, Ospreay. But still to come tonight on Dynamite, our main event, gargantuan trios match, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks taking on Outclone, Davis, and Doyle. All right now, the TBS Championship title match.
This match brought to you by AMC Studios on HBO Max. It's a four-way match for the TBS Championship. Introducing the challengers first from Kanagawa, Japan, Hikaru Shida.
Let me say this before this match gets underway. Kenny knew how to push all the buttons there, didn't he, Taz?
Wow, he did. I kind of respect what Kenny did. He kept his composure. I mean, Ospreay has his emotions on his sleeves. That's why a lot of people obviously love Ospreay. But man, I'll tell you what. I mean, I'd give, if you're competing on that one, keeping score, I'd give that one to Kenny, in my opinion.
Yeah, Will Ospreay very open about his family and how much they mean to him, and Kenny Omega effectively weaponizing it.
Next from El Paso, Texas, she is the CMLL World Women's Champion,
Persephone and Hikaru Shida seem to have formed a very formidable tag team that may have disintegrated last Wednesday night. Let's take some comments. Here's some comments from After Dynamite.
I can see right through you. You try to take me out before our four-way? Oh, what you have to do was holding Maya, and you couldn't even do that. You're gonna have to watch me become the new TBS champion. お前を真っ先に脱落させてやるからな。クソ女。
1 week ago, these two women were on the same team. Tonight, it's everyone for themselves.
from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander, former AEW Women's World Champion, former TBS Champion, picked up an impressive victory this past Saturday night at Collision en route to this four-way match. And Statlander very much going to have...
I see you guys believe in my world. That's good. That's good.
Have the deck stacked against her, running afoul of both Hikaru Shida and Persephone in recent weeks.
Yeah, Statlander looked great. She looked really solid. I think right now she's wrestling her best. And let's see if she can procure that title back around her waist.
And from Dallas, Texas, she is the TBS champion, Maya.
My World feeling the confidence that a championship can bring, and earlier today, she had these comments.
I look at this title, and I think about the last few months. No one expected me to be in the Owen finals, but I did that. No one expected me to be the TBS champion, but I defied all odds. And tonight, I faced three very dangerous competitors. Instead, I hope it comes down to just you and me. And even then, I'll be ready for any and everything. Because it's my world now.
The strongest test for Maya World thus far of her TBS championship reign. And in these four-way matches, the champion always at a disadvantage because she does not need to be involved in the finish in order to lose the title.
Yeah, always dangerous when you're the champ in a multi-person matchup like this.
Fans, tonight's match is presented by DC Studios Lantern, Sundays at 9 p.m. on HBO Max. As Persephone and Maya World getting started here, and Chris Statlander, the high roundhouse kick.
I think Maya tried to catch a quick one on Persephone to try and end this match quick. I think that was smart by Maya, but it was a good counter. It didn't work.
Well, we saw the comments earlier with Persephone and Cheetah, but they have worked very well together before.
She was looking for an eye poke there. Chris Statlander was ready for it. And it was not so long ago that Chris Statlander and Hikaru Shida were working well together as a tag team, but Hikaru Shida seems to be the piece that leads to those undoing of those duos. Nice enziguri, though, sends the former AEW Women's World Champion, former TBS champion Chris Statlander down, and the current champion Maya World sends Shida out of the ring.
A lot of confidence in the TBS champ, and of course, she hopes they can take out Persephone, they can take out Shida, and it gets right down to the two fan favorites here, Statlander and Maya World.
This is what Maya needs to try and do, is have one opponent in this thing to try to win the match. That's to her advantage as the champ.
Persephone brings the champion down, and now dropkick sends Maya World spilling to the outside, and Persephone, she's been building up a lot of momentum, not just at home in CMLL, but here at momentum. AEW as well. That momentum off, and Shida is trying to Statlander off the apron, but Maya World falls over Shida and lands an elbow straight. Meanwhile, behind her, Persephone, the running kick. And Persephone out to the floor. Wise move, returning the champion to the ring, but Statlander cuts her off at the pass. And Shida and Persephone, as they get meet, Maya World, though, and the TBS champion, last woman standing.
What's so amazing about a four-way match is that you really got to have eyes in the back of your head, because you fight in front, someone attacks you from behind, like we're seeing right now.
And for Maya World, she needs to do what she's been doing, be involved with anything physical amongst these other three athletes as the champion.
Will Persephone claim that TBS championship? We find out as this match continues on Dynamite.
They still growing.
This is Zach. He's a social media influencer. There's a lot young homeowners don't understand about the internet.
People just watch you watching videos?
Yeah, it's a reaction video.
Oh.
You must be good at reacting to videos.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Oh, this is me trying on hats.
So you sell hats?
No.
So you work for the thrift store?
I was just trying them on, film myself.
Why'd you do that?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
This is just you opening a box of sneakers.
Some people can notice a difference in their solar 5 measures and getting a transformation. I suggested red light therapy, got rid of all my wrinkles.
We're gonna wake up the neighborhood. We're gonna wake up the neighborhood.
Sube el tempo, el ritmo del batido. Si calienta con hielo, lo enfrío. Pasa el filtro, que hoy salí.
Turn up the flavor in every sip. Café Bustelo está aquí.
Hey there, welcome to PetSmart Kitchen. What's his name?
This is Jolo. He takes care of me, so I just want to make sure I'm taking care of him as well.
That is exactly why people love Open Farm. It's made with clean, humanely raised, and sustainably sourced ingredients. No shortcuts, just great nutrition. And you can grab this right at PetSmart or on the app with free same-day delivery.
Amazing. Thank you. Let's go.
Open Farm, exceptional nutrition made from the world's best ingredients. Available at PetSmart.
Cotton is what I reach for when I'm going to bed. It's breathable, natural, and sustainable. I always sleep best knowing I'm in fabrics that don't shed microplastics.
Cotton, the fabric of our lives.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite, the TBS Championship on the line tonight in a four-way match. Right now, Persephone with the advantage on Chris Statlander inside the ring. The other two competitors, Hikaru Shida and TBS champion Maya World on the outside. And Tony, we mentioned the finish must take place inside the ring, whether it's a pinfall or a submission. And Persephone looking well suited for a nice German suplex, too.
Wow, she snapped off that German suplex, and I thought for sure she had won it.
I had the leg of Statlander trapped, too, and it makes your grip tighter when you do that, which is a good thing on a suplex.
Maya World in with the and the stomp. But unbeknownst to her, Hikaru Shida in from behind.
Oh, that's rough right there. When your feet hit the buckle, it just vibrates your spinal cord big time. You'd almost rather hit the mat than that happen to you. Easy for me to say.
That's your first day with a new tongue.
Yeah, I think so.
Rising kick from my world. Caught Hikaru Shida on the ascent. Now Maya. Look at her superplex, but Persephone in.
Wasted too much time trying to get the grip up on top. Oh, my God.
Statlander. Not sure Persephone saw it coming. Statlander
Chris
turns
like,
suplex
fuck
on
that.
Maya.
We ain't doing no suplex.
Meanwhile, Hikaru Shida missile drop kick. Nobody home. Roundhouse.
Like,
stunning Shida. Persephone and Shida. Sweep of the leg. And 2 for 1 for Chris Statlander. Twice in a row. Quick succession.
Stat is looking great, but she needs to try to win the match here. She's got 2 women down.
Elbows being exchanged. Chris Statlander, though, coming up with the advantage, changes levels with the kicks.
Yeah, Statlander's a heavy hitter. I don't know if you want to exchange blows with her.
Maya lands on her feet. For a rolling elbow strike, Statlander prepared for it.
Oh, watch Shida. Look at Shida.
Oh, damn!
The missile drop kick. And there's a Samoan drop, inadvertent, from Maya World that takes her out of the action for the moment. And Hikaru Shida, Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, no.
Oh, ooh, damn, spear!
It was impressive tip-up right there out of Statlander, but man, she got nailed. Didn't realize that spear was coming.
Seeing some things that make a 4-way match so great happen right before us here.
Well, it's nice that you saw Shida there. She lowered her level, Shivani, to prevent that suplex attempt.
Oh, she's a great pro. There's no question. Her change of attitude has been kind of startling, but still hasn't changed what she is in the ring.
Oh, man. Good job right there. Shida's in trouble. Whoa, watch Maya.
Boy, Persephone is so quick.
Nice roll up by Maya World.
Oh, man, ran right into that knee strike.
And it was a knee strike like that 1 week ago led to the disagreement between Persephone and Hikaru Shida.
Yeah. How about this? Persephone came out shaking her head. I know. Reached out for hints. Didn't get it.
And now Hikaru Shida.
Let's get it. Come on.
With a straight jacket, or half the straight jacket at least, on Persephone, but Persephone escapes, moves to the midsection.
Let them know where you from.
And now Persephone.
Chris.
BT bomb, but no. Wait a second, Statlander.
Oh, damn.
Grabs Shida, powerbomb in the corner.
Statlander showing that raw strength that she has.
Ducks underneath. Elegant evasion by the former champion Statlander. Discus lariat.
That is so quick as power well as
high statue.
Oh, shit. Did you see that?
She had to save her own title. That's a great job by Maya. Great job by her.
You had to get back in the ring, Excalibur, and she did.
Now Maya World with Statlander. But Statlander out powerbomb again. This time on the champion Statlander. Looking to build on this momentum.
No.
Maybe some Wednesday night fever.
Don't do this. 1, 2, go! Oh my God! Let's get it! Yeah! Maya World retained her belt!
Shida and Persephone.
All right!
Half a heartbeat too late, and Maya World remains TBS champion after impressive victory.
Yeah, these 4 athletes, these 4 ladies had a great match. Great job right there. Excellent by Maya to retain her title in a tough situation.
Maya World overcomes the odds, and fans tonight, the Continental Challenge Cup continued quarterfinals kicking off. Nigel McGuinness, Hechicero, 1-on-1 tonight, as will be Switchblade, Jay White, John Moxley. That match is coming up next. And remember, the finals will take place 1 week from Sunday, 11 days from now, at All In London and Wembley Stadium. The winner of that match will not only win the cup, but win the AEW Continental Championship and the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. On the line in London, the Bronze will challenge Divine Dominion.
I know people are mad about the roll-up, but who cares?
Oi, oi, couple words to the birds, please.
Now we can stand here and say how All In is our home, how we've been dreaming of those tag titles since we first started tagging together.
But really, we just wanted to punch you in the face.
And after we got our hands on you last week, we saw something we've never seen before.
Megan, there was fear all in your eyes, and there was fear all over your face.
The most dominant tag team in AEW. We're left questioning just how long can they last.
Well, strap in, slags, because we're just getting started.
Hit us as hard as you like, be as ruthless and rough as you can possibly be, because ladies, we love it.
And it doesn't matter what you do, the receipt will always be harder.
2 undefeated teams, 2 beautiful tag titles, and thousands of drunken Brits screaming for us to take your bloody heads off.
Come on then, ladies. Let's have a good time in Blighty, shall we?
What the fuck? Come on, man. Why do we gotta do this now?
This is a quarterfinal match in the AEW Continental Challenge Cup. Introducing first from Auckland School, weighing 222 pounds, Switchblade Jay White.
Last week at Dynamite, Switchblade Jay White defeated longtime rival David Finlay to advance to the quarterfinals. But Taz, eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that Jay White did not escape that match unscathed. Finlay injured the neck of Jay White back at Redemption last month, and then continued to target the neck of White all match last week.
It was a smart strategy by David Finlay for sure. I thought they had an excellent match for sure. Somehow, some way, Switchblade Jay White persevered. Here he is right now, getting ready to do battle in the quarterfinals of the Continental Challenge Cup.
A blind draw for all 8 winners to move on to this round, and oddly enough, even though he suffered a lot of punishment, Jay White wanted to face John Moxley. This is the match that he wanted.
Yeah, listen, got it. Jay White is loaded with resiliency and fortitude. He's triple tough. He's battle tested. He's a veteran. I'm pretty sure he's just about 100%.
Of course, Tony, you mentioned the blind draw in all matches except for the finals in the Continental Challenge Cup, but also there's no outside interference, no time limits in the Continental Challenge Cup. Let's go back to the ring of the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
And his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is the AEW Continental Champion,
John Moxley makes his way to the ring by himself. I understand Renee Paquette is standing by in the back with this update.
All the buzz is all about All In right now. You can already feel the shift in energy as we edge closer and closer. This is such an unpredictable tournament, but tonight, 2 huge opportunities to advance, as well as Collision. We've got 2 second-round matchups, Claudio Castagnoli versus Eddie Kingston, as well as these 2 men keeping an eye on the competition, Orange Cassidy versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Thank you for that, Renee. Moxley makes his way to the ring, and historically, Taz, Jay White is one of the few men that can say that he has had John Moxley's number. John Moxley has never beaten Jay White one-on-one. Jay White has done it twice. Once in the G1 Climax tournament, and once in the first ever Continental Classic.
Well, Excalibur, I think those are 2 massive stats you just gave, and that just tells you right there that there's a great chance Jay White is renting a plethora of space in the head of Moxley. I mean, because when you can't get a win on a guy, You know, that will rent space in your head. So I'm sure that's going through Moxley's head right now, live from Baltimore.
Yeah, but there's plenty, Taz, as you know, there's plenty of videotape now. They can go back and look at those matches. I'm sure John Moxley spent some time looking to see what went wrong in those past two matches.
Videotape, what is it, 1982? What are we doing? It's digital now. It's digital.
Paul Turner calls for the bell. As Jay White and John Moxley poised to square off. Moxley, of course, is the AEW Continental Champion, but the titles have been essentially frozen for the duration of the tournament, with the overall winner walking away not just with the Continental Challenge Cup, but also the AEW Continental Championship 1 week from this Sunday at All in London when the finals go down.
So a loss here by John Moxley would assure they're going to have a brand new Continental Champion by the time this Continental Cup tournament is over.
Question mark still to come tonight. Nigel McGuinness, Hechicero, one-on-one quarterfinal round match. And as we heard Renee Paquette cover this Saturday night on Collision, live from Reading, Pennsylvania, it will be the next chapter in Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli, plus Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly will face off conglomeration members again, having to do battle in this Continental Challenge Cup.
He's got some wrist control. Does Jay White and Moxley realize it? He slapped that hand off. You don't want to let your opponent control your wrist with 2-on-1. Two hands on one wrist. They can control that whole limb, take you down, and cause a lot of problems for you, and Moxley realized that.
And Jay White might have seen a little bit of kinesio tape peeking out from underneath the hair of Jay White on that neck. Oh, now I got a clear view of it. That is undoubtedly from the damage done by Finlay, not just last week, but the damage he started in that double chain match back at Redemption.
Looks like Jay's going to go into a possible back bridge here as he's getting muscled down.
Jay White, look at that.
Showing impressive strength there.
And backing Moxley up to the ropes. Jay White.
And Jay's giving up some body size to Moxley. That shows your opponent, hey man, no problem. You can't put me on my back with a test of strength. I'm going to bridge out of it.
But Moxley is so confident. The look on his face, it never shows fear. It never shows concern. It just shows...
I think when a guy beat you twice and you haven't beat him, I don't know, Tone. I think that might, like I said earlier, rent some space in his head.
Moxley might have a great poker face, but Jay White, once again, with a psychological victory.
That's a good hammerlock right there by Mox. But Jay White realized where he was and got on those ropes.
Of course, in the Continental Challenge Cup, just like the Continental Classic, there is absolutely no outside interference. One wrinkle in this, no time limit. We saw members of the Death Riders, the Bang Bang Gang, not here tonight. Jay White, though, doesn't need him. He knows that he's beat Moxley in the past. He can do so again here tonight. But Moxley, with the advantage, sending Jay White out to the floor as this quarterfinal round match continues live from Baltimore.
When it comes to your morning,
As we get you out the door on this Monday,
your day,
High pressure quickly building in overnight.
Showers and thunderstorms are getting very close.
and your weekend plans,
beautiful blue skies.
count on forewarned weather. Okay, start off with the glasses on. Okay, my name is Mr. Larry. On my way to work one day, I was in a car accident. I had insurance, but the bills kept coming. I was in thousands of dollars of debt. I get a letter in the mail, and the next thing I know, my debt was cleared. Abdul fought for a program to cancel medical debt, and he won. That helped a lot of people, and it helped me for sure. He's a good man. He's kind-hearted. I can't wait to see what he does in Washington.
I'm Abdul Al-Sayed, and I approve this message.
For Marines, chaos can be silent. Until it's not. Marines are made for this.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza.
#1 prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior or mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza.
First taste of action in the quarterfinals of the AEW Continental Challenge Cup. Jon Moxley and Jay White, the winner of this match, will go on to Glasgow, Scotland next week in the semifinals, with the winners in the semis earning their place at Wembley Stadium 1 week from Sunday at All in London in the tournament finals.
Good reversal there by Moxley. Oh, quick drop set duck and a German release. Really nailed Jay White there in that throw.
Yeah, Moxley showing that he's much more than just a slugger and a brawler. That was a great drop step, like you said, Taz. Well done.
He's taking his time here. He knows that White is rocked. So there's no reason for Moxley to rush into nothing here.
Look at Jon Moxley poised to put those fists to work.
He's got big hands, big ham hocks. I'll tell you, man, this audience here in Baltimore, they have been phenomenal from the top of the night. Just great.
Like we said at the top, one of the great wrestling cities in the world, no doubt.
Jay White elbow strike. Talk about great wrestling cities this Friday, Death Before Dishonor, Ring of Honor event at the 2300 Arena, ROHTIX.com, and then this Saturday, Reading, Pennsylvania. For Collision, we will see the last two quarterfinal matches in the Continental Challenge Cup. Glasgow, Scotland, as I mentioned. Can't wait to get back there next Wednesday. And then the Welcome to Wembley fan experience, August 28th and 29th. Available now at EWTIX.com. And then 1 week from Sunday, all in London. 11 days away, Wembley Stadium. You still have a chance to join us in the Cathedral of Football, which once again becomes the cathedral of professional wrestling on Sunday, August 30th.
Think about how much all these wrestlers have to put on the line in this Continental Cup. It is phenomenal. As you said, semifinals coming up in 1 week. We've got Eddie Kingston in Glasgow, of course. Eddie Kingston will be wrestling next time when we're in Reading on this Saturday.
Eddie Kingston, Claudio Castagnoli, quarterfinal round match, as is Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly this Saturday in Reading, Pennsylvania, and live on TNT and HBO Max this Saturday night, 8/7 Central. Jay White, the boot is up, and now hammering Moxley out of the corner. Oh, Jay White changed levels, kicked at the kneecap of Jon Moxley, and that's Hurricanrana from Jay White. Not often you see him do that, but he felt the opening.
He's going to go up top here, Excalibur. No, he fooled us.
To the floor, Jay White continuing to apply pressure.
I think it's just amazing how much these guys are putting on the line here. When you think about there's a sudden death, every match there must be a winner. No time limit.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Absolutely. There you see the Continental Cup.
That's right. This is not like the Continental Classic, which is a round-robin tournament in the group stage. This is win or go home for Jon Moxley and Jay White.
Yeah, we'll have one more draw for the semifinals after we finish Collision on Saturday and get our 4 winners. And the fans are chanting, "This is awesome." And I agree since the start of this cup.
Jay White, John Moxley, both men showing the fatigue, not just this match, but the tournament thus far. John Moxley, oh, wait a second, Blade Runner, no, Moxley.
Yeah, great counter by John. Just get out of it.
Hit a under and overthrow right there. An overhook and an underhook into those buckles.
Moxley getting hung up in the ropes. Jay White, lateral press. Moxley able to kick out. John Moxley, we capped off our program last week, Tony, with an impressive victory by Moxley over Jungle Jack Perry to advance Moxley to the quarterfinals.
It was a bloody matchup. We won't forget it. A handshake at the end of it. A lot of respect for both men. Look at Moxley getting low here, though.
And Moxley trying to anchor himself down. But Jay White continuing to attempt to press the attack now. Changes over. He's got Moxley. Both arms captured. And a shout out to Yuji Nagata. And then one fell swoop as Jay White. Jay White's got Moxley, and Moxley trying to rotate, trying to lunge his way to the ropes and break it up. And Tony, you mentioned there's no time limit in this match. The action continues live on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere.
When Panera does bevs, they just sip better. Tropical dragon fruit goodness, passion fruit pick-me-ups, Fresca flavors that feel like the cherry on top. Real fruit, real good flavor, only at Panera.
The Nissan Rogue. Drive it. Use it. Rev it. Push it. Test it. It can take it. Built for all the noisy, crazy, happy chaos you can throw it in. The 2026 Nissan Rogue. #1 in new vehicle quality.
When Panera does bevs, they just sip better. Tropical dragon fruit goodness, passion fruit pick-me-ups, Fresca flavors that feel like the cherry on top. Real fruit, real good flavor, only at Panera.
Where did Abdul Al-Sayed come from?
Here.
We're his grandparents.
We helped raise him.
He became a doctor.
He always wanted to help people.
He got all those kids glasses.
Eliminated medical debt.
Poof!
He buys us groceries every week. He knows what things cost. He learned his Michigan values in our small town.
Take it from us.
We love him, and so will you.
Too much. I'm Abdul Al-Sayed, and I approve the heck out of this message.
Language.
Eat. I'll take it. Oh, were you gonna take it too? Children are disappearing.
Any connection between them?
Have you heard of the Whisper Man?
It's okay. They need to hear this. It's okay. They need to hear this. They need to hear this. They need to hear this. The Whisper Man, rated R.
Tell me who I am. Do I provoke you with my tone of innocence? It makes me want it more. Things are good in a pointed blank. Crushing mind could make me swallow it.
John Moxley, Switchblade Jay White, battling out live here on Dynamite for a spot in the semifinals of the first ever Continental Challenge Cup. The semifinals kick off next Wednesday night in Glasgow, Scotland. And John Moxley seems to have picked up a shoulder injury courtesy of Switchblade Jay White, but Moxley also targeting the injured neck of Jay White, Taz.
Well, to your point, I mean, Jay White put a plethora of offense on that arm, but then Mox able to level the playing field with that power driver. Watch out here.
Wow. Moxley still has trouble with that arm and still was able to execute that. It's amazing.
A big risk for Jon Moxley to take, but I think Moxley maybe trying to put his shoulder back in the socket.
I think he might be, and because of a lot of offense put on it, I think we're going to take a look here in a second at the pile driver that shut down Jay White from Moxley here.
Yeah, White had so much momentum before that pile driver, but Moxley...
Well, that dive was, in my opinion, desperation by Moxley. He had to do it, though, and Moxley's on the top.
Moxley leaps over Jay White. Quick reversal, but Jay White...
Whoa! Throw! Wow!
Suplex!
What a freaking move that was, and this could win it.
Great timing by Jay White, and he's not done yet. Looking perhaps for another one. He's got Moxley up a second.
I think Moxley's done, gentlemen. Look at this.
Yeah, shoot a half Nelson and get your victory and move on in this tournament.
Yeah, he needs to roll him over. I mean, Moxley is in so much pain, he can't even get up.
But I think maybe Jay White wants to do a little more damage to make sure he's going for a third.
And he's going for that shoulder, too, right now.
Third cutthroat suplex. And there he has it.
Great job, switchblade.
Oh, but Jon Moxley not out of this one yet.
No! God. And Jay White was ready for it.
And Taz, that's the counter wrestling of Jay White we were talking about, baiting in Moxley.
Yeah, Moxley had some adrenaline flow. Oh, nice counter to a double wrist lock there. Good job by Mox.
Now Moxley, the Bulldog chomp. It's in tight, but Jay White immediately up to his feet. Smart defense, but now a fourth.
Oh, my God.
Suplex.
I can't believe it. Moxley's still on his feet after the fourth one.
And Jay White.
Uranagi here. He's going to get him.
Plants him. Two. No, Moxley.
Well, Jay White really laid it up. But I mean, 4 of those throws, I believe, was 4, right? That's what we counted?
It was 4, yeah, and then he followed up the Uranage.
Gentlemen, we could be here for a long time tonight. Remember, no time limit. Must be a winner. And we got a second one. Get your DVRs ready. There's a second Continental Cup match coming up tonight.
Jay White.
Oh, God. Can Moxley withstand this?
Moxley on the tippy top. Superplex.
Taz, that was as well executed as superplex they're going to find.
Yeah, I mean, man. But Taz, I just looked off the monitor into Jay White's face. It was a huge wince on the face of Jay White. Look how he came down on his neck.
Yeah, when you land on your neck, it also will hit your core, your body. I mean, you land on your back from that high and you're blinded. You're landing backwards.
Like Jay White could be thinking Blade Runner here, but Moxley, look at that desperation. Left hands into the jaw. Now headbutts.
Moxley used his entire body to fight back with a bad wing.
Moxley on the move, but Jay White ready for him, the elbow. But Moxley. And Jay White, footsteps behind him, Blade Runner, no. Moxley.
What a match.
No, counter by Jay White. Photo finish.
Just missed it. What a hell of a match these two men are having. But just missed that. Just missed it.
Give Paul Give Paul some credit, man.
Moxley going out of bounds. Smart.
Whether it was intentional or not, it could be a tournament-saving, a title-saving move by Jon Moxley.
Yeah, but look how quickly Jay White brings Moxley back in.
Wait a second. Moxley rolls over. Gator roll. And now Moxley changing up his grip. He trying to break the hands away of Jay White.
Jay doing some hand fighting to get back and rolling over. It's an amazing match, gentlemen.
Moxley now into the Bulldog, and he's got Jay White flattened out center of the ring. But White once again back up to his feet.
He's there. Oh, he was almost there. Moxley raked the ice.
Wait a second, changes his grip. Death Rider.
It's gonna be it.
The Bulldog, he was going. I thought real choke. I thought he was going for a transition to the Bulldog.
And he got one hook in. Jay White, you can see he's kicking those legs, trying to get his toe.
More importantly, he's attacking the grip. Jay White's doing the right thing, trying to attack that grip.
Right.
But Taz, you know, it's so hard to maintain a level head when you're in this level of jeopardy.
And Mox getting his legs in really helps because I think Jay...
That is it. White goes out. Moxley advances.
The winner of this match advancing the AEW Continental
Well, he got caught, that's all. I mean, that happens. He got those legs that did Mox. And Jay White couldn't escape it. He has nothing to hang his head about, meaning Jay White. What an outing. He almost won this thing and advanced.
A tremendous way to kick off the quarterfinal round. And remember, we still have one more quarterfinal match tonight as Jon Moxley, you see, cements his place in the semifinals. The action kicks off 1 week from tonight in Glasgow, Scotland. Who will join Jon Moxley in Glasgow? Will it be the mad scientist of Lucha Libre Hechicero or Nigel McGuinness? And then this Saturday, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, conglomeration meet in the quarterfinals, and plus the next chapter between Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli, a spot in the semifinals on the line.
What a phenomenal match. There's the cup. The man who wins that cup and becomes the Continental Champion is going to earn it in this tournament. I tell you. Well, Jon Moxley got some measure of revenge for the 2 wins Jay White had over him.
And we saw Moxley pay respect to Jungle Jack Perry last week. That's got to be a huge monkey off Jon Moxley's back to earn a victory, a head-to-head victory over Switchblade Jay White.
I mean, that thing could have went either way, in my opinion. I mean, it's sometimes that happens. You just get caught. He got caught in a really good rear naked choke, and once Mox got his legs in, there was no way. Because I think Jay White wanted to flip through and maybe stack Moxley on a pin cover.
Right.
That's what I think he wanted to do, but Mox felt it. His instincts kicked in. He got the legs in, and that was that.
Jay White stands in the ring, and Jon Moxley walks away from him.
Oh, watch out!
Oh,
see there!
Behind. It's the dog! David Finlay, Clark Connors.
Oh, wait, there's some help here.
Evaluation, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy.
We saw they were watching the match backstage, and they were talking over their name. Look at that.
It's like Gabe Kidd.
Gabe! Oh no! Gabe's back! Oh no! Damn it, Gabe! You psychopath! Slim Shady!
Whoa, man.
You're looking like that damn lady!
Roderick Strong coming in.
Gabe is
Strong
back!
just swinging on anything that moves.
Gabe is back!
Trying to even up these numbers.
Oh, Gabe!
Well, Roddy, he's a heavy hitter, and he's looking great right now. Whoa!
Gabe!
Connors and Finlay right back to Roderick Strong.
Where the dogs are back at full strength with Gabe Kidd back here in AEW.
What a great trios that the dogs are. Absolutely.
And former AEW World Trios champions.
What?
Well, speaking of the
They coming out
Trios champions.
Yeah, the champs are here.
What?
Cody King,
For
Bandito,
what?
and Hangman
For what?
Page.
Here they come,
Here
and they
for?
are power walking in the ring.
Game like fuck
In
that.
there with the
I don't care
dogs.
about that. I'm
Gabe
off this
Kidd,
beat.
Clark Connors, David Finlay,
The hell y'all came out for?
content to deal with this challenge on their own time, on their own schedule.
Yeah, I don't blame the dogs.
Out here?
I don't blame them. They're
You're supposed
smart.
to be beefing with
Probably
Swerve
the
and
last
Ricochet.
people Jay White
Not
would be
the
happy to
dogs.
see.
Hey, nice boots, dumbass.
Wait. Everybody, just hold on a damn second.
See there?
Oh, for crying out
Oh,
loud.
y'all
Ricochet,
Where's the
totally
bang,
out of
bang,
Japan
bang?
along with the lethal twist.
Hold your horses.
You got the dogs and Ricochet's crew? What are we doing?
Okay, now I'm ready. Finish whatever the hell it is you was about to say.
Now you're ready. Okay, we are the Trios champions. And you can shut your ass up. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. There is no way in hell that we are going to miss Wembley. There is no way in hell that we are going to miss Wembley. So if any of you out here fighting tonight or any of you who took a break from men waxing your partner's head long enough to come out here and watch, if there is anyone
Well, we got a lot of potential challengers here.
If there is anyone who wants a shot at these championships, then meet us under the Wembley Arch at dusk, because your champions will be waiting.
Hangman Adam Page throwing out a big challenge for 11 nights from now.
Hey, wasn't there?
And something tells me that the champions are going to have no shortage of suitors come Wembley Stadium 1 week from Sunday.
A lot of great trios, teams, the dogs as you see, Bang Bang Gang, Lethal Twist, DeMay.
Well, right now, Renee Paquette standing by with the recently victorious TBS champion, Maya World.
I don't understand. We're not going to get a trios match.
Maya World, a huge congratulations, successfully retaining your TBS championship in that insane four-way matchup. That has got to feel good.
It feels great, but I'm not done yet. You know, nobody even thought I was going to win this, and I just beat 3 of the best women in AEW. And I'm not going to stop proving people.
Hey, pardon me, Maya. I'm so sorry to interrupt, Renee. One, congratulations. That was a beautiful win tonight. Two, I am a woman of my word, and I don't know if you remember this, but if you do, about a month ago, I told you if I beat Tekla for this title, you'd get the first shot.
I do remember.
Well, what do you say we do that live on Saturday?
Woman of your word.
Yeah?
You're on.
But that's this Saturday and ready. Tonight, I've got some business to address with you, Mercedes.
Well, hold on, Willow. Because it could be me going to Wembley and facing Mercedes Moné.
Touche. You know, I know you'll bring your best, Maya.
I always do.
Wow, big challenge being thrown out by Willow Nightingale for Collision this Saturday, 8 7 Central on TNT and HBO Max. Maya World given an opportunity to challenge for the AEW Women's...
Con el permiso. My
Who's this
name
goober?
is Jonathan Cruz, and I am MJF's personal Spanish translator.
I don't like Jonathan Cruz.
He's a good guy.
No, he's not.
Be that as it may, MJF sent me out here to remind you and to remind Andrade just how little he thinks of him. But I'm going to do it in a language Andrade can understand. Español.
That means Spanish.
Excuse me.
Okay, write that down.
He's got a proclamation.
Andrade no se merece ser campeón de AEW. Andrade no merece estar en el Casino Gauntlet en Wembley.
Andrade
This third
does not
one,
deserve to be in
I'm going to say it in English so even you people can understand. Andrade will never be the real world champion.
Good job, Cruz.
Actually, I got one more thing. Andrade is also not a real Latino man. I mean, between the both of us, I'm way more Latino, way more of a man, and most importantly, way more guapo. And if he was here in Baltimore, I would challenge him to a match. I'd kick his culo, and I'd say it to his face. But he's a coward. He's not here, and that's yet another reason why MJF will always be better than you. Andrade, come on, man. I know.
Look at this guy in these shoes. They're tragic.
Cruz just stepped in it.
The Cruz said he would face Andrade. And Andrade marching straight to the ring.
Shit.
We got a referee in the ring.
This is now a contest set for a fall. Approaching Jonathan Cruz from
Gomez Palacio de Mexico.
Whacked us.
That's it.
Andrade wiped him out, but no, he's not done yet. Andrade. The DM.
The winner of this AEW National Champion,
Andrade El Idolo, MJF number 1 and 2 in the Casino Gauntlet match taking place 1 week from Sunday at All in London.
MGF,
If he could.
te voy a hablar al Chile como decimos en México. Te voy a matar, hijo de...
Mira, aquí, I'm up here.
You are... But I am a bigger cabrón. So, MGF, get out here right now! Come on! Come on! I'm waiting for you!
MJF so delusional. He claims that he is rightfully the AEW World Champion. That Will Ospreay's intervention somehow should disqualify Kenny Omega's reign as AEW World Champion. But he has an opportunity to prove, not just to himself, but to the world, that he should be World Champion if he wins the Casino Gauntlet match and challenges as AEW World Champion.
Great match, great win. We're all proud of you. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was there. You thought I was in that venue amongst all those pores in yes, Baltimore, Maryland? No. See, I'm in the most magical place in the world known as Long Island, New York, soaking up the sunshine. And it's glorious here. Do you want to know why I'm here? Because unlike you, real Latino man, I'm big Hebrew, and I have big influence. So I asked the travel team, is Andrade El Idolo on the travel list? Does he have a flight to crappy-ass Baltimore? And they said, why, yes, world champion MJF, he most certainly does. So I opted out, and I decided to just soak in this glorious Long Island sun, and I am so happy to be doing so. The next time you see me, Andrew, you're going to be looking up at the lights in Wembley Stadium. And you're only going to have yourself to blame because you decided to mess with the one true champion. Bye-bye now. Oh, that's nice.
MJF's so delusional. He has a beautiful mansion not far from mine, so...
Let me tell you this. We saw maybe the quickest match ever in AEW.
Oh, God.
And who's going to pay for it?
Second DM.
If Andrade can do this to MJF, 1 and 2 in the gauntlet, he will win it and get the title shot.
How you know?
That message right there, I don't think it's going to require any translation. To your point, Shabani, if Andrade can do that, MJF gauntlet match taking place at All in London 1 week from Sunday. Andrade El Idolo, MJF number 1 and 2 in that match. And our main event still to come tonight, the Elite taking on the Don Callis family. But coming up next, the Continental Challenge Cup. Quarterfinals continue. It's Cesaro, Nigel McGuinness, next.
I guess, this other dude, I guess. So.
When it comes to your morning,
As we get you out the door on this Monday, could have some thunderstorms in here as we head out the door for the morning commute.
count on forewarned weather.
At Ace, no matter how you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
So, I'll see you at the game, or maybe we could go together.
Cupcake, hop in.
Mom, why do you have to pick me up in your cupcake van?
Because she's a busy lady, Zach.
That's why Progressive protects her commercial and personal vehicles, so she's got one less thing to worry about.
Wait a minute. Zach, is this the girl you've been journaling about?
Hey, should we play that song he wrote about her?
Way ahead of you. What are these butterflies in my tummy? Why do they flutter when she looks my way?
Rich, smooth, creamy Haagen-Dazs. Take your sweet time. That's Dazs.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price, Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight with the formula that hits not one, but two hormones for less hunger and faster results. Weight loss, faster. Confidence, higher. Price, cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
Not a scratch.
Well, what do you expect? Switch to Verizon. Get iPhone 17 Pro and the latest iPhone every year, all for $80 a month.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm making a sweater for my grandson, but I don't want the needles to be too big. What do you think?
If you go up, it's gonna get kind of baggy.
Although baggy is very popular now, don't you think?
Is.
I know, right? Okay, what's your name, sweetheart? I forgot.
You can just call me ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yep, that's me.
Hey, you little milk guzzler. Mom's boob is sore. Good thing Amazon Help AI can get her answers and help, even at 3 a.m. So all you have to do is sit there and look cute.
Mommy loves you.
We all know Nigel's gonna win this match, so we'll see what's next.
A raucous crowd joining us here in Baltimore, Maryland for AEW Dynamite. Nigel McGuinness, Hector Cero coming up next. But fans, 1 week from this Sunday, Willow Nightingale puts her AEW Women's World Championship on the line against the CEO, Mercedes Moné. And now let's head to the back at Renee Paquette.
We are 11 days away from All in London at the iconic Wembley Stadium. My guest tonight will be challenging for the AEW Women's World Championship. Please welcome first the challenger, Mercedes Moné.
Thank you, Renee.
And now please welcome the champion, Willow Nightingale.
Hi, Renee. Hello, Baltimore.
Ladies, there is a ton of history between the two of you, but last week on Dynamite, Mercedes, you viciously attacked Willow.
Honestly, I didn't beat her ass good enough because her ass is still smiling right now. What's so damn funny, Willow?
No, you can never take my smile, Mercedes. Just like you're not gonna be able to take this championship.
I'm not gonna take that championship. Yeah, you have a lot to say now that we're in 2 separate rooms, huh, you dumb bitch? Yeah, at all in, I'm gonna finally end you, Willow, once and for all.
Oh, you're gonna end me. You're gonna take your smile. That's what you keep saying.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna know why I'm smiling? It's not because I've got your number and you know it. I'm smiling because I have them. And you hate them. You wanna know why they don't like you, Mercedes?
Why? Tell me,
It's because
Willow.
you've been spending your entire career working on being perfect. You've had the entrances, the clothes, the catchphrases, the hair, everything, right? And I'll give it to you. You've become exactly what a star should be. But I've never been anybody's prototype. I'm just Willow. And whether they love me or they don't, they know me, right? They've watched me win, they've watched me lose, they've watched me embarrass myself, but they've also watched me win this. And that's the connection that I have, the exact one that you've been chasing your entire career. And no amount of money, no amount of star power can win that connection. Or this championship. Can't win this for you either, Mercedes.
So that's
So I like my chances at All In, honey. Yeah.
Oh, you like your chances. That's who they love. That's who these people love is you. Huh?
I think so, yeah.
The person that smiled at me when I got her in New Japan, you were there standing over me, smiling at me when my career almost ended. I came to AEW, you were standing in my way, smiling at me. You took away my TBS championship, smiled at me, threw a cake in my face, brought your stupid friends out and danced all over me. That's the Willow that they love so much? That's the true Willow? That's who you really are? The bully? Congratulations, everybody. Everybody loves Willow, the bully. You did it. Congratulations. Keep smiling, Willow, because you only have 11 days left to smile, you dumb bitch. Oh, because when I get to you and all in, I am taking that smile once.
You're gonna take that smile? You think you can take that smile?
Take that
Come
smile.
try and get it now.
No, you come. Where is she?
Where's Mercedes?
Where is she? Let's go.
Does she even know? Wait.
Oh, wait a second. We have a
Are they
situation
really
brewing
gonna
here.
fight? Holy shit! They about to fight! Oh, damn! No, fight back, Willow! Willow, fight back, come on! Fight back, damn it! Oh, come on! Fight back! Hold on, guys, I'm trying not to get
into the arena. A Mercedes.
Oh, there you go. Come on
Ambushing
now.
Willow.
Don't this. There you go. Come on now. Get in there. Get it, ladies. Get it. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's see that cat fight. Let's go. Beat him up. Hit him up. Come on.
And some intense physicality here with these two ladies.
Let's get some fist work. Let's get that fist
Andy
work.
Chen
Come on.
let them
Get
fight.
nasty. Come on.
You know, Willow's got that
Come
title
on.
defense that she's agreed
Get
to on
nasty.
Saturday.
Let's go. Push
But
him
buddy,
up.
she's
Push
thinking
him
about
up.
Wembley. She wants her
Push him
hands
up.
on
Come on,
Mercedes.
Yeah, you're right.
Willow, hurry up.
Big
Get.
time. It is.
Oh, Willow sweeps off the leg of Mercedes.
Come on.
She's hammering Mercedes.
And now security is just trying to do everything they can to pull these two women apart.
Come
Trying
on
to
now.
make sure that nothing happens to jeopardize the AEW Women's World Championship title match 11 days from now. That's if Willow Nightingale gets past Mile World this Saturday at Collision.
That's a great point, Excalibur. That match is coming up on Saturday, my God.
Look at Willow. Break it free.
Let's go. Come on.
They're still going. It's just going heavy duty here. No matter how much security is out here.
Yeah, security, referees, head buck in the front office trying to hold everybody back, and no one can, seemingly.
And they need to be careful, Taz. There could be fines. There could be suspensions.
Yeah, I don't think these two athletes care about that, but you're right.
Oh, Mercedes.
Come on. Get nasty. Let's
Charging
go.
in and now finally getting pulled out of the ring. And Willow being restrained.
That's what we want, bro.
And once these two lock horns,
A very personal, very combustible situation between the challenger Mercedes Moné and Willow Nightingale.
Finally, we got some action. Come on.
Wow.
That's what
1
I'm
week
talking
from
about.
Sunday, 11 days away, all in London. Mercedes Moné, Willow Nightingale for the AEW Women's World Championship.
that thing heated up quick. I can't wait for these two to come to London.
And Tony, as we mentioned, Willow Nightingale, she will have to contend with Maya World coming up this Saturday night at Collision. Willow honoring a woman of her word, honoring what she told Maya a few weeks ago that she would grant her a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship.
And I think we all three know that Willow cannot look past Maya World, who's been red hot, and look forward to the match 11 days at Wembley Stadium.
Wembley Stadium, 11 days away. You still have a chance to join us. AEWTIX.com. Scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to join us in Wembley Stadium for All in London on the 30th of August.
Hangman Adam Page, did we hear you correctly, my friend?
Oh, no. Swerve.
Did I hear you say anyone for those trios titles? Don't say it if you don't mean it. Whose house?
Lord have mercy.
Well, last week at Dynamite Swerve, he put the Trios champions on notice that He wanted those titles. He wanted to take them away, not just from Hangman Adam Page, but Brody King and Bandito. And Swerve could have an opportunity to do so 1 week from Sunday.
Interesting comments.
It's the quarterfinal match of the AEW Continental Challenge Cup. Step 1 making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing 223 pounds, Nigel McGuinness.
Nigel McGuinness beat Katsuyori Shibata in the opening round to advance to this quarterfinal round. And now you may notice with a limp on his way to the ring. Let's take it to Renee Paquette for this update.
Now, earlier today, I caught up with Nigel, tried to get a status on his ankle following that match with Katsuyori Shibata. He says, my ankle is not at 100%, but I have not been at 100% for a lot of my career. That tunnel to Wembley is long, but if I keep my eye on that light, maybe I can make